development, Africa has a potential to reap the demographic dividend if it invests in implementing policies that ensure the empowerment of its young people. However, insufficient information on the gaps that need urgent attention remains a challenge, hampering the implementation of the Addis Abeba's Declaration on Population and Development.
During the adoption of the Addis Ababa Declaration on Population and Development in 2013, there was high political commitment on the part of 53 African countries to the implementation of the International Conference on Population and Development. According to civil societies, it is becoming hard to achieve due to insufficient information on population dynamics. This has been revealed at the ongoing review of the Addis Ababa Declaration on Population and Development underway in Accra, Ghana, with stakeholders calling for the creation of data centers.
We should not just focus on the WHO data, but we should look at governments also creating and developing a robust data collection system that we can use to engage.
I'll pick particularly on SRHR. There are countries that have done very well in terms of reducing maternal mortality. And there are countries that have not done very well in terms of reducing maternal mortality. And you have a cluster of other countries where they've done much in terms of reducing maternal mortality, but they don't have data. And then you have countries that have data, but then they have not provided a platform for sharing such particular data.
I think what's missing is how do we fine-tune, how do we strengthen the existing indicators? How do we increase the frequency of collection of data so that the data is up-to-date and reflective of the current situation rather than, if you have 5-yearly or, 4 years periodic collection of data, then that becomes challenging because then we are working retrospectively. But if we have up-to-date data, I think it will help us to be more responsive.
Joy Asasira, the Program Manager for Research and Advocacy at Center for Health, Human Rights and Development in Uganda, adds that lack of coordination among civil societies is hampering their advocacy for further implementation of the Addis Ababa Declaration on Population and Development.
Population and development is a cross-cutting issue. It's an issue of infrastructure, it's an issue of financing, it's an issue of human rights, health, education, planning. So coordination to bring everyone who needs to be at the table to the table is missing.
The 2018 Uganda Country Report on the Addis Ababa Declaration on Population and Development Review indicates that the first 5 years for promoting harnessing the demographic dividend to achieve Uganda's Sustainable Development Goal and Addis Ababa Declaration on Population and Development Targets has had a slow start.
I trust that the data and finding of the National Review Report, the Continental Report on the Addis Ababa Declaration on Population and Development, and Africa Population and Development Index can facilitate your work at all levels, national, regional, and global.
Ministers, population experts, representatives of the civil society organizations, and youth across Africa continue to deliberate in Accra, Ghana, on the progress and challenges of implementing the Addis Ababa Declaration on Population and Development. Bernard Yiga, UBC TV, Ghana.